Hey Time Slicers, welcome to Slice Squad Spills. I'm your host, Nicki Wildflower. I went from a basement apartment to a multiple seven-figure empire. Now I'm here to share how you can do it too. Hello and welcome to Slice Squad Spills. It's Nicki Wildflower and today it's just me. No Jackie because she had the audacity to go create an entire human being. Meanwhile, I'm just over here with my iced coffees and my Wi-Fi, and we're going to just make this work, okay? Because we have a great episode. It's for my fellow solo entrepreneurs, service providers, and people who keep saying, this is my villain era, but then still give discounts when people ask. This is for you. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything by yourself, like you're stuck between burnout and I think I'm actually a genius, and you kind of oscillate back and forth between those things, then this episode is going to be your business vitamin. I hope. We got this, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay. So let's talk about the day that I did 17 things and still didn't make any money. I answered DMs. I posted a reel. I updated my website font for the 19th time. And somehow I still ended up stress eating a protein bar in the dark. And it wasn't even good. It was a really shitty protein bar. And so here's the real thing. It's most of you aren't lazy. You're doing the work, but it's the wrong work. It's really easy to feel overwhelmed when you're focusing on the wrong shit. And most people focus on the wrong shit. And so in order to not feel overwhelmed all the time, because you're building the IKEA drawer before even checking if you need new furniture, I need you to stay on track with your actual goals and what is actually going to move the needle forward. So I want you to make a checklist, literally, if you're in a place to do it, write it down. Does this make me money today? Will this make me money next week? Is someone else already doing this for me? If you have said no to all three, delete it, burn it, throw it into the void. That's it. It's that simple. And you have all these people who are constantly oh, do this and this, and you have to have a website and make sure you do this, this, and this. Ask yourself this. Ask yourself those questions. Is it going to make me money today? Is it going to make me money next week? If it doesn't check either of those boxes, then no. And no stretching. I know already what you're doing. Well, if having a new website will make me more money in the long run because blah, 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 it won't. It won't make you more money in the long run. You are probably so far away from that needing to be your focus. I still, my website is so shitty. And I'm years into this journey and I've, done millions of dollars in revenue with a shitty website because it doesn't matter. So I have to ask myself all the time, is this going to make me money today or next week? The answer is no when it comes to this podcast, but I'm doing it anyway. So, do what I say, not what I do, I guess. Now, here's the thing. That's where your focus needs to be. And I know that I go into this a lot, but if you don't have enough clients in your chair, then you only need to be focusing on that, on your marketing and on your sales game. If you have too many clients in your chair, you really only need to raise your prices, maybe niche down a little bit, maybe work on being a little bit faster so that you can get more people in. If you have a revolving door of new clients coming in and then they don't stick with you, then you have a retention problem. And that's where your focus needs to be, is client experience. Nothing else matters. Okay. So the other thing is there was another time where I undercharged so hard that I considered starting a GoFundMe for myself. Kidding. I would not do that because I'm undercharging. But honestly, how is it possible to work 10 hours and just make $200? It makes no effing sense. So here, and I learned that the hard way. Here's your uncomfortable truth. Raising your prices when you're booked like that, raising your prices isn't a business strategy. It's an emotional regulation skill. If you're scared to raise your prices, you're not lacking a strategy. You're lacking a spine and you're choosing other people's to preserve their wallets rather than actually take care of yourself and your family. You're burnt out. And I say it lovingly because I've been there. I've given just a little discount because I liked someone's vibe. That's not business. That's trauma bonding. So I want you to do this. I want you to audit your prices right now. If you're making less than $100 an hour after taxes, it's a hobby, not a business. I'm so serious right now. And I don't care where you live. That's the hard truth. I don't care where you live because there are people in small towns that are making that. I'm serious. Do it. Audit it. See what you're actually earning per hour. Here's how you do that. You are going to, how many hours per week do you work? How much money did you make? Now divide it by the hours per week that you work. That's how much you're actually earning per hour. Now look at your services. Are some of them like, are you making less than that on some of them and more than that on other ones? Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you setting yourself up that way? Audit your prices now and adjust accordingly. I'm not saying you just start charging hourly. You shouldn't, because then when you get really fast, it's not the move. Trust me. Now, I used to think that like the grind, the hustle was cute. Like if I suffer enough, maybe the business gods will bless me. I'm so busy. I actually had in my notebook. I've told you this story before, but I had in my notebook, I just want to be so busy that I don't even know what to do with myself. And I would write it over and over again. The fuck is that about? Like busy is not a badge of honor. It doesn't mean anything, because now I can take 2 clients and make as much and have the energy and have so much more energy. And I make more off 2 clients than I used to make off of an entire week worth of clients back then. Other things that I felt like I was working so hard out, automate them. Like things that are super tedious, automate them. Once you're really busy and you have the demand to do so, you don't do this early on. It's going to be laborious AF getting people into your chair. You're going to have conversations. You're going to do all that. And that's okay. You dedicate the time to do that. But once you are booked, then you start looking at automating things like your booking, your follow-ups, your upsells. There are so many things that could actually be automated, and you don't actually need to be more consistent. You just need like templates that actually work to do it and different workflows. So what's one thing that if you're super busy, what's one thing that you can automate that you're not automating right now? Now, next thing's next. Energy is your new currency. Took me a while to learn this in life. I'm so done with the I'll sleep when I'm dead energy. Like, babes, you'll be dead sooner. The wealthiest people I know take naps. I don't, but the wealthiest people I know take naps. Like self-care is a priority. And I'm so tired of like these people being like, you have to work weekends or you're never going to make it or this or that, or you just grind harder than everybody else. To an extent, that's true. But if you lose yourself in the process, it's not worth it. Because then you're just going to be working in these spurts of energy where like you have it and then you're going to burn yourself out and it's going to fizzle. You don't need to answer client texts on Sunday nights. Like it's a toxic ex. You don't need more time. You need more discipline around your energy, meaning like there are certain times when you're on and certain times when you're off. So I don't care if you're by yourself. Run your day like a Fortune 500 CEO, not like a freaking frazzled camp counselor. Time block, say no, batch work, and get the hell off your freaking phone at 6 p.m. My apps are now blocked at 7 p.m. I'm done working. That's it. Sometimes I'll do like my creative stuff while I'm scrolling or like make a video or something like that. But this is it. The other thing is like, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do it all. But if you don't have a high ticket offer, I mean, something that's over $500 and work on selling it daily, you're doing yourself dirty. I'm not kidding. Whether that be, it doesn't have to be extensions, but extensions is a great one. Some kind of like a spa treatment, whatever it is, create a high ticket offer and go sell it. Maybe the next episode is going to be on selling, how to actually have those conversations. I need you to protect your energy. I need you to automate as much as you can and really just think about what you need to be focusing on in order to actually scale your business. So maybe this slapped you in the face and gave you a little bit of a business plan. Go share it, tag me, leave me a review before I cry. I'm Nicki Wildflower. I'll see you on 2 weeks when Jackie's still on maternity leave and I'm still trying to be funny. It's really exhausting. So if you want my productivity class, DM me on Instagram, Solo Empire. I just made that up on the fly, but I'll come up with something for you. No, I have a training. I have a really good productivity training where your focus needs to be. But if you listened this far, you deserve to build something that's actually profitable with fewer emotional breakdowns. And thank you for taking the 11 minutes. Oh no, I ran out of things to talk about so soon. It was such a fast episode. Oh my gosh, maybe this is the era. I can't be wasting your time anymore. Maybe you just need to listen to me in short snippets. Do I have a story that I can tell? No, I don't. Have the best day. I will see you next time. I will listen. You'll listen to me. Things are going to be great. Send me a DM. Let's hang. Goodbye. We'll chat. I'll probably send you a voice note back because I'm out of my mind. That's what I do. Even where I'm at right now, I still send people voice notes all the time and send them text messages because guess what? Connection is the way that I built these businesses, and that's what I'll continue to do. So I know it's a little bit unhinged and it's a little different than what most people do, but if you're willing to go that extra mile, doesn't mean burning yourself into the ground, time block it, and voice note people and have those conversations and connect with them and solve problems for them. You will be 10 steps ahead. Everybody you know, I promise. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to Slice Squad Spills. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe, leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback is going to help us improve and attracts more listeners to the show. Please share with your fellow time slicers. And hey, if you're ready to optimize your time and double your income, we've got you covered.